just little old me, God's comic, Brad Stine. But I do have a warning. If you're offended by the word Christmas, please do me a favor. Down below, leave your name, address, and telephone number so I can personally bring your medication, your shock paddles, your do-it-yourself lobotomy kit, and your helmet. You know, a number of years ago, when my son was still in high school, I received an email from my son's high school involving a fundraiser. Now, normally I wouldn't admit this in public, but my son was in marching band. Actually, I'm joking. You know, my son's a great drummer, and I'm extremely proud of his gift and his nerdiness. But the reason I'm bringing this up is in that aforementioned email, they said they were selling holiday trees. We better get our order in fast. So I did immediately. I responded and said this, "Excuse me? Holiday trees? Did you mean Christmas trees? Please explain." Brad Stine. Funny, no matter how hard I searched the internet, I couldn't find any reference to a tree being used in December to celebrate Hanukkah, Ramadan, Kwanzaa, or winter solstice. You know why? Because it's a Christmas tree. Listen, if you want to make money off of my religious traditions, the least that can be expected is to dignify it by using it by its name. Either avoid all of what has become representative of Christmas elements like trees, lights, tinsel, garland, gifts, wreaths, Santa, mistletoe, little lifesaver novels, angels, candy canes, sleighs, jingling bells, caroling, and Aunt Ruth's fruitcakes that we've all been gifting for thinking years, and find your own stuff to hawk. Or call it by its rightful name. Listen, whatever your religious or non-religious point of view is, I could care less. But if it comes with the inability to treasure America's Christmas traditions, then it isn't adding a heck of a lot to the American milieu. There are no other religious traditions I'm aware of that have created an environment that includes an idea the entire world can support, the spirit of giving. Maybe we need to test to see what the country would look like without Christmas. I'd love to propose a Christmas-free society this year. Let's let the secularists have December all to themselves, shall we? We must not buy one Christmas gift for anyone this year, but instead give all we had planned to spend to a Christmas charity. There must be no Christmas parades, no Christmas music on the radio, no Christmas tree lighting, no communities putting lights out on their homes and neighborhoods. There can be no vacations for the kids, no paid days off for government workers. Let's let the atheists and the progressives and the secular bullies have what they deserve and what their beliefs create: a dark and cold, meaningless, joyless bunch of December nothing. Let's let the country see what secularism leaves a culture within all of its glory or lack thereof. Think of all the beauty left to the world that has been created by those who believed God was inspiring them. Handel's Messiah, for example, Sistine Chapel, and architectural wonders throughout Europe, all dedicated to those inspired by God's gift to humanity, his Son. What are the magnificent masterpieces of art and music that was inspired and dedicated to atheism? How could there be? Atheism worships the material world, believing matter is all there is in regards to reality. How exactly would one craft a sonata gloriously worshiping the molecule? Did secularism bring us art that uplifts us? No, they gave us a crucifix in a jar of urine. They're not even clever enough to use their own images. Instead, they have to borrow from Christian tradition and mock it just to give the illusion they're clever. Here's an image of one of the traditions Christmas gave America to celebrate together. Why would anyone have a problem with this? Here is the secular version. The juxtaposition of a tradition that utilizes light as its display and the darkness that is left if secularists finally rid America of that nasty, foolish idea that God is love and wants to be part of our lives, Metaphor much? Christmas is a gift. If people don't want it, maybe we need to get it in the hands of those that do. Of course, what makes it so beautiful is that when Jesus was given as a gift for humanity, he was spit upon. Nevertheless, he allowed himself to be abused by the unappreciative in order to give them something greater than they could afford. Something they didn't even know that they needed, and yet was given by God to his creation as literally the greatest story in human history. So, even though my nature finds great glee in wanting to withhold it 1 year just to give anti-Christian bigots a taste of what their ideology leaves a culture and give those people exactly what they deserve, I always end up getting that slap in the face reality from God, who asks that I would continue to give it away humbly and lovingly, knowing full well that many will either abuse it, despise it, or ignore it. This is what Christianity is, and it's also why I'm so bad at it. I wish you all Merry Advent season. And if you have a hard time reading about that, fear not. Your lifesaver novel is in the mail. Happy Advent season. Put a helmet on. Folks, I don't have to tell you this, but I was just attacked by a trombone. Apparently, some of these marching band folks don't take things too kindly to be mocked. Sorry about that. Thank God it wasn't a tuba. Like and subscribe to my channel, or I'll send the piccolo players after you. Also, hit the notification bell, because I'd hate for you to miss out on all the latest craziness I got going. And if you want to watch one of these videos to get through the day, why not? I already made it. You might as well get some use out of it.